Hey guys, hello fellow crafters and everyone out there today. Received this package from America. I managed to get it from Amazon America, and I'm paid for my insurance and my freight and the taxes it coming into the country all in one, so when it got here I didn't have no extra to pay, what I quite like. I did do a video a second ago, me undoing the tape, but I forgot to put my microphone in. I ordered this about the 8th of June, so it's took about 8 days to come from America. I wasn't expecting it until the 26th of June, so we've got it early. So we'll have a look and see what's inside. Oh, we'll move the box down onto the floor. As you can see, it's a FISKERS. And it cuts thick materials. And it was Genevieve from Genevieve Designs. She uses this all the time, and I thought I've got to really get myself one of these. So my mum got herself one, and I thought, right, it was my birthday big for her a couple of weeks ago, so I thought I had a bit of money given, so I thought, thanks to my sister-in-law Karen, she paid towards it for me. So let's open and see what we've got. Apparently it cuts leather, vinyl, foam, cork, chipboard. So let's have a look at the back. It does come in quite a big box. It just says unpackaging and guide, moving, blade carriage, FISKERS before loading paper, lift paper guide. So let's have a look inside. Apparently this has, and I don't know if anyone else has got one of these, apparently the blade never dulls, but as Andy would say, what do you say, Andy? There's never no blade out there that goes blunt. These are blade out there. It's a 3.0mm cutting capacity, whatever that is, don't know, but let's see. Bit naff, there's no instructions in the box, but let's have a see. There's a bit of card there. It is quite heavy actually. This is the upside down of it. There's plenty of screws and all the other bits in there. It opens this way. It's quite nice actually. Quite big though. Didn't expect it to be that big. Apparently, if anyone can see, I'll just show you. Apparently there's a safety catch here what stops this guide here lifting up. So we'll just lock that back down a minute. It has got a plastic film on. Could have left that on if I wanted to, but I didn't. My mother will be shouting at me because she's left hers on. But hey-oh. As we know as crafters, it will eventually be acky and get mucky. So I love the little design that they put it on. I do like that. plastic coating that they put on everything, which I think is a good thing, because they don't know how long they're going to be sat in warehouses and everything else. Apparently this, and I don't know if it's right, but apparently this, under this guide here, apparently this is what sharpens it all the time. You do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws, so supposedly you'd probably be able to replace these bits here. And I'm going to do a tester. I have got some different chipboards down here, and this chipboard is super thick, and it is bezel basic chipboard, and I'd say it's roughly about 2mm thick. Now apparently it's supposed to cut through it, so we'll give it a tester. Whether it does, I don't know. And as you can see, in the past when I've been cutting something, it's not thingy. The only bit I don't like is here you've got your 5.5 and then your 6" there. What, to me, they should have put like a little sticker on there. But we shall cut this at 5.5 inches. Now, from what I've been told, if you hold it there and push, you see, it is cutting through it, but it is quite hard. And as you can see, lift it up, it is going to cut it, but it is also bending the chipboard. So obviously it is a very, very thick chipboard. And I might need Andy here to help slide this over, because I haven't got the strength in my hand. And he'll probably say, no, it won't cut it. It has cut it a bit, but if I hold that, it has cut it, but you've got to remember it's a thick one, so no, it is going to break it. So the bezel basic thick chipboard, this is 2mm thick, won't cut. So we'll try I've got some scraps. Let me have a look. In my scrap box, I keep all my scraps. This is 1mm chipboard. I don't know, it's a bezels one again, but apparently, now that to me doesn't sound good. Again, cuts through that fine. Yeah, it has caught it a bit on that. It has got its own sharpening bit, so we'll just try that again. Yep, cuts that through that absolutely perfectly fine, so I wouldn't go any thicker than that. Even though it says it does, I wouldn't recommend it, because as you can hear, mine's a bit scratchy now. Better try cutting it. I'm just going to have a look at this blade. Apparently it has got its own sharpening bit in it, but it is a very, very thick blade, and it has got a sharpening block on it. So I suppose after a while, after I've been using it, that sound will go off, hopefully. Do you think I could have caused some damage to that hander? Because it is. Or is that just it sharpening back up on this sharpening? Yeah. So, word of warning, as you see, brand new, out of its box. Do not use thick chipboard. Now I have got some card here that I bought, and I want to cut a piece, lovely for 12 by 12. Obviously you get your 12-inch mark, and what I like about it is, saying that though, that is just a little fraction. Oh no, that's right. And you can take little slivers off, little minute, so you know that you've got your pieces straight. As you can see, got a little curl off of it. So no to this chipboard, yes to the normal chipboard. Because if it had gone faulty, it would have been going back. And I want to cut now a normal A4 size of paper. I can't remember what A4 is. Let me have a look. Anna, can you remember measurements of A4? What an A4 piece of paper is. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to have to measure. So, an A4 piece of paper, if I push that there and slide that down, A4 is 11 3/4. English A4 is 11 3/4. So if I put that on 11 3/4, and what I like is you've got the black line, so super beautiful cut, love it, really lovely cut. Right, and then we have, I'll just pull this bit out a bit. I measure that up to there. It's just over 21 centimetres, so it's 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eighths. 5 eighths I think it is, but so I've done my 11 there, so I'm going to spin it around, and it's 8 and just over, so it's about 21 in English, 21. I'm going to put it at the 21. And I'm going to slice across, lovely cut again, superb cut. So if I put that up to that, that is just a little bit over at the top, what I can take. I know it didn't want a lot of. Oh, a little bit more. So we'll take it down just to there. So it's just a little fraction off. There we go. So that's my A4 piece of paper. lovely cutting machine, absolutely love it, fantastic. Like I say, I got it on Amazon US, posted to the UK, so there you go. So that's my unpackaging for today. I am going to be back in about 5 minutes with the Midnight Masquerade tutorial for the album that I was making. Just before I go, I bought this the other day. The FISKERS, sorry, We Are Memory Keeper. It's to do plastic wallets with and that. Now, I've not used it yet, as you can see. Another thing that's, we'll just move this out of there. Lovely storage, lovely pickup. Just remember to lock your plastic cover down. Don't know where this is going to be kept because it's quite bulky. We're going to have to work somewhere out for that to go. We'll do an unpackaging on this. Like I say, I haven't opened this yet. I got it the other day. And I think I paid £27.99 at the range. Now I live in the East Riding, so ours is the range in Hull. It comes with the ruler, the precision ruler to measure. Take this out, take this out, take this out. Then you get, oh, it's going to be fun for me because I love stuff like this. We get, and we'll put that in bin and all because we don't really need that. We get the thing, but what gets me is on this it looks totally different. On this it looks, on the instructions, if you look at the instructions it shows different things. Apparently this is instrument to cut and this is instrument to fuse. So I bought some little plastic wallets. These are just normal pouches. You get 20 in a pack. I got them from the range. They're A5 plastic ones. So we're going to have, before I even start on my album, we'll have just a little bit of messing about at the moment because I bought that many stuff over this last couple of weeks. I've got loads to show you. Now it just screws on, and I suppose we're going to have to be very, very careful with this because it is like an hot iron. Not so keen on the stand that it goes on. Not a really good stand because on the instruction pack it shows like that, but I don't know. This is actually bent a bit. So if I want to do a pocket for this album, I can put this on and then do this. Then apparently this bit then is a cutter bit, but my only worry is with it being a cutter, you've got to change the blades over. Now you're wanting to do both bits in one go, so unless you've got super asbestos fingers, you are gonna seriously get burnt. So I don't know, we will have a go. I've never used it before. We'll plug into extension. It is on. I suppose it's going to get as hot as a bloody soldering iron, quite possible. So, but a bit of a shitty stand. They need to definitely bring a better stand out for it. What a silly stand. Now I have got on here some little insert cards that I would like to put in this. Like we've got that one there, and we've got that one there. Now I'm hoping I want one there, but then as I know and you know, that won't fit there, so my other one's going to have to go up there. So we are going to be left with a little bit of a gap. Now, I've never used this before. Apparently you put your papers in first and then use that to attach. Well, I suppose you use the other bit to cut it with. But how they expect you to cut it with that, I do not know. It says put a piece of paper under your plastic sleeve, so I'll just grab a I have got a piece of chipboard here, but I have got some quite a thick piece of board here, and obviously I don't want it doing damage to my desk, so I'm gonna put this in here, and then what I want to do is I want to go up this edge here and across here, but then I also want a cut on it. Now there's no light on this, so how are you supposed to, ow, that is hot, tell that it's hot? Your guess is as good as mine. You'd have thought they'd have put a light on that clicks on and clicks back off.
Standard iron, I'll give it a few minutes,
but
5 minutes to get to temperature.
They haven't. What's to me is a bit silly. And then to use this, you can't see. Obviously you can see where your paper is, but then you're wanting a cut. So you're going to have to bring that up there like that. So what I'm going to do is, because I know this side here, I don't want a slit in this bit here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this, apparently you just get it, you put it on and you just roll it like that. So we'll just pop that back there, take your ruler off, don't know if your ruler will get hot, and yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Obviously I ain't got it hot enough.
Leave it for about 5 minutes.
So but how are you supposed to measure across that bit? I don't know, but it is good that it comes with the ruler. Storage were a bit rubbish. So we will wait a couple of seconds and I'll try it again. That should be it now. And yeah, it sealed it. So now I know that I need that little bit of a gap. So the only way I can roughly work this out is, because you don't get a precision, the only way I could do it is to get my normal ruler, my Tim Holtz ruler, get me black marker, and then I know that I could preferably want about that much all the way across, because I need a slit in it, so I'm going to have to put a mark there and a mark at this side like that, and then line that up there and line that one up there, and then if we get it and put it in and like that, all the way across. So then I know that I've got that in a pocket, this big pocket, and I've got a little pocket here. Then I know that I want this one up at the top, but I would like to, on this paper line, there's a lovely selection in it. Now before I do that, I'm going to measure what I've got between here, what is just over an inch, but obviously I need a sealant. So if I do this piece here at an inch, I have got a nice piece of paper in the paper pack, if I find it. This is the paper line that we are actually using. And where is it? This bit here, this piece here, this border bit here, I would have liked to have used, but we've got this bit here with all these on that's an inch. So if we take this piece out and I just grab, I'm just going to pop that over there and that over there and that over there. I'll just go back and get my FISKERS. Sorry, 2 seconds. Andy's moved it right out of my way. I'm not going to open it out fully because I know I only want this piece here. So lock that back up. Just make sure that it's where I want it. No, I said I wanted it at an inch, didn't I? So bring it down a little bit more. No, so we're going to end up trapping that. So really, I love this piece. That back down there. So I now know that this piece here I want here. So I know that if I put it on this bit here, because I'd love to have these two in, so I'm just gonna just grab my Timalt scissors and then, actually no I'm not, I'm going to use this because at least with this, with my paper cutter, at least I can see where that cut's going to be, and I know that I can get it more or less in between them two there. So we've got his mask and we've got her mask, and if I think rightly, them two have worked out the same size. So I know that if I want to put another plastic sleeve pocket in, I can. And I'm just gonna using a precision marker, and I'm just going to orange this bit like that. Then providing I've cut this right, that will sit lovely in there now, you see. So if we bring back this And I know that this line now, if I push this, this has got some like sticky stuff on. I don't know if you're supposed to leave them on or what, but if I line that just up to that top of that, pop that down like that, and get this, and we'll just over and back. Like I say, I've never used this tool before. I've watched a couple of YouTubes. I've watched Genevieve from Genevieve Designs. I've watched Scrappy Queen from Scrappy Queen Designs. So now we've got that, then I know that this will fit there, and I think if we're rightly, we've got another one here that will fit there. So you can actually get quite a few pictures in these plastic sleeves. So then I'm just going to get this again, I'm just going to pop it like that, then I'm just going to hold it down from the top down to there, and then I'm just going to bring it back like that. See, it sits on my desk fine. So there we go, we've got a pocket where we can put some photo mats in, and if I wanted to, I'm just going to put some plain ones in, but there's not enough at the top to seal that in, so obviously you've got your bits in, and then obviously I'm going to cut across this with the other bit to make it so that you can open it. So I'm going to have to put that there and that there. Now the only problem is, as you know, this is a hot iron, and I'm just going to look for something that I can take this blade off and pop the other blade on. So obviously you're going to need something to hold that blade, and then I'll have to put it on there a second like that. Then I'm going to have to, this is the only downfall that you've got for this. Obviously you've got a couple of seconds to put that on with, just make sure that it is tight like mine is. I'll give that a couple of minutes. So from what it says, no, it says leave it 30 minutes before alleviating that tip off, but it's there on my mat, so it's not going to go nowhere. So hopefully now, because I put that line in, this one apparently you're supposed to how that is cutting a line through, I do not know. To me that is stupid, really really silly, because it's not cutting a line. And if I'd have thought rightly before I'd have done this pocket, well, I'm going to leave it as a pocket. I'm just going to put that back on, that, because if you're going to be cutting through this, it's going to cut all the way through both pieces. So have a look. Yeah, it's just cut straight through both pieces, what we didn't want, because we wanted this as a pocket to be able to pull out, and it's not really pulled it out. I mean, it does, it slots in and out, so it does do, but what I would have done, knowing that that would do that, like that, obviously that's now come off of that, what I would have done is done my cut first and put a piece of card in between the plastic sleeve so that it's not gonna cut all the way through. But I can keep this because I am going to later, Genevieve Designs does a design, and it's a wallet, and it's for Father's Day really, so I'm going to keep this and use it, but this bit I am still going to keep for the album that I'm making, because I might actually make a few of them this size as like a bit of a waterfall pocket. I'll trim that up later with my FISKER. So yeah, as that, yes, it does work for a little pocket. Obviously, these I do try and get into and pull. It's just hard to get in between it. I'll just spin it round. Just pull that bit out there, and then probably because it's fastened in at the bottom, but you can just always snip that little bit off there because you're not really going to see it. I've got some tweezers somewhere. And then just pull that bit out and just push that bit back down. So that's your clear pocket. So I'm going to try it now with another one. I mean, for 50p I think I paid for all these. I'm just gonna measure just roughly. Just enough so I can slide it down. I'm just gonna try and see . Put this in. So if I put this in, that's the wrong one. Get the right one. So if I put that in there, I know that the little card that I've got is here. So if I measure that up to there and just put a little black mark there, a little black mark there, just slide that along, just measure that up to there, put a little black mark there, then I know if I put this on, I mean, as we all know as crafters, we find our own little ways of doing stuff like this. If I put that on now and just do that, remove my ruler, you see it's still not 100% done, that cut. I mean, I'm having to give it a bit of a pull, what to me is quite disappointing. And silly as it sounds, for messing about taking that nib off all the time and putting that nib back on, I just pop this guide there where I want it to be, yeah, put that guide there, grab my craft knife, what's as easier, put it up to that blade and just pull across. I've got my slice in my pocket, hopefully I've not gone all the way through. What I haven't, if you don't put as much pressure on. So that's that bit. So now I can put my, better take this piece out. So now I can put this piece in here, put that there like that, get my ruler again obviously so I can mark it, get my pen, and just draw a little line there, a little line there, and do the same on the top bit, leaving a little gap. Make sure that your card that you're using is right down. Get your little ruler, then put a little line there, a little line there. Then, as we know again, hopefully that has cooled down, but yet again we've now got the problem of taking a hot blade out and hot part out again, and just pop that there. Then obviously we've then got to screw this back on to change it. So yeah, it has its advantages. I just better put my lid back on that. It don't sit on the stand right clever. You know how that is supposed to, well, there we go, I've just managed to get it on. Then when we've sealed that, because I've got another one of these, I'm just going to pop that one in like that, and then we've got another pocket. I'm going to seal this bit up here. So while that's warming up, I'll just get this pen, just go over the white. I mean, I didn't really have to cut this bit out here, and I could have had this, like when I've finished this, if I put that in there, cut that down, put a picture of a stamp on, whoever you're giving the album to knows it's a photo out, it's where your photos go. But I did buy a stamp with a camera on. I cannot, for love of money, find this stamp. Don't matter where I look, I cannot find it anywhere. I have not got a clue at all where this stamp has gone. So again, we'll just put that there, that up to there, get your pocket, there we go. As you can see, it's sealed the top. So if we get this, as you know, we can still get into this. I wouldn't go up and down like I just have done. We'll put this in here, put that there, and just go up once. Should be enough, plenty enough to seal that, as we know. Then we'll get this piece, as you can see, these have got some little indentations on them, but put that. Level with that, get your iron, there we go, straight across, there we go, that's that sealed in, that's your pocket. Obviously you can get into that now to slide photos in and out, same at that side. I've just caught that, but I can always put a little bit of tape on that. And then this one, I know that is one. We'll put that one in there, push that over to there, forget this, put that there, get your thing, roll it down, there we go. There's your other card. And I know that we can get two of these in because I've just done it a minute ago on the other one. There we go. There you go. And then obviously, if I get this bit, FISKERS. Where's me? Let's get my craft knife just to cut this out. There we go. Put that in. Might just need a little. No, there we go. So you can put loads and loads of lovely photos in this. Now I want to do a waterfall album, a waterfall bit. Now I know that you need one side open and the other, and I want my card stock in between, but I want it sealed, and then I know I can use these as my flip-flops to put it onto like that. So fantastic idea. This middle bit is sealed now. Obviously you've got your pocket there, your pocket there, your pocket there, and your pocket there. And if you wanted to do two smaller ones and all, for little smaller photos, but it just gives you a couple of ideas on what to do. So my recommendation is that you do put a piece of card, so you're not going to cut all the way through your plastic sleeve. And yeah, fantastic. And this will be going in my daughter's album that I'm doing, along with this one. You see, they don't all have to be the same size neither. You can cut them down, you can make them smaller, you can make them bigger, you know, and you can have a load of them together. I will be doing, in a couple of weeks, an album on this, doing plastic sleeves. And if you don't want to use your plastic sleeve, you think, nah, I don't want a plastic sleeve, all you do, just pop it and pull your piece out. Same here. Obviously that bit I have gone a bit too through. Same here, just push it, pull your bits out, and there you go. So I'm going to keep these as measurements. Same with this, just take your pockets back out. So we do know now that you will have to keep changing the blades, what I don't like the idea of doing, obviously. These are the ephemera cards out of the album that I'm making, and I'll keep them bits, I'll put them back in there so I know where they are. So just go, I wouldn't get cheap pockets, I would get the little bit dearer ones, purely because they're a better quality plastic and they're a lot better. So that's 2 unreelings I've done so far. I've got a third. I watch a Chanda, and if you're in the UK you'll know which channel her Chanda is. My mother Sunday morning decided she was going to ring me and show me a set of steampunk stamps that was on. I absolutely, totally and utterly fell in love with them. Not also did you get the steampunk stamps, you also got the die cuts for it. Very, very upset and disappointed when I've got them, but I'm not going to send them back. Obviously, for 3 stamps and 3 dies, the original price was £60 odd, and we paid 32 for them. When they've come, not knowing what they didn't tell you on a Chanda channel, they are not backed on to any stamp or anything. Now, I've never used these stamps before, but apparently, as you can see, they're not cut very straight. I didn't know that you've got to cut each stamp out and mount them onto wood. Now, only because I went to my local craft shop yesterday that I found out that these have to be mounted onto a foam and then onto your wood. Now, when you're paying such money for them, you would think that they would come already done, and this stamp has got a crack all the way through. So we've got all these, and yeah, we got the hot air balloon, we've got the clock, we got the egg timer, the pocket watch, the compass, and then we got all the dies for them. Then I bought some extra ones. Oh, we got the pipes, we got the cogs, we got the glasses, a propeller blade, a corner, some writing on them, To travel is to live. You got pipes with these. You got. Then we decided, well, I decided I like these, and as you can see, we got the lady, we got the man, and we got the machine that they use. Now, I am a crafter, I love crafting, but I didn't know, and they didn't explain it, you cannot put that on an acrylic block, it falls off. So after some lushing around on YouTube and speaking to my local craft shop, that I found out you do need to mount them, and this extra bit here we can actually cut out. Now, I went to my local craft shop yesterday, bless her, and I bought these. They were £2 each. She reduced them down, and I thought, I could get these. But if you look, I'm only going to be getting one. So I'm going to have to get Andy to cut these down, because on some of these, like the writing can go on that bit. So there's going to be quite a bit of faffing about, because these were all I got 3 the same design, and I am just going to peel this rubber bit off. Someone said use a heat mat, someone said if you get your, let's move them back, someone said if you get your craft knife just behind the stamp and slice it down, and your blade, you can actually pull that off, and it does come off with some pulling. Now obviously I want the block, so we are going to have to then sit and try and get this tacky bit that is all stuck and pull them on. But from, as we all know, as stampers, you need that sponge. Now, to me, this is going to be a lot of time consuming, a lot of faffing about. Didn't really want them on a block, and it's just going to be an absolute ball ache. But then I watched someone on YouTube last night, and she does them on a thumb foam, but obviously that is then off of there. What this, apparently this stamp here actually makes a box. Apparently you ink it all up, you score it down the lines, and it makes a box. But I think it'd be a nice stamp. So thinking, brilliant, my stamps have come, my daughter was in hospital, travelled from Bridlington to York to Leeds, here, there and everywhere the other day to get them, and very, very disappointed on how to use them. I know now how to use them, but really, really upset that I'm not going to be able to just jump in and use them. So at the moment they've been put to a back burner pile until I've ordered some stuff off of eBay to put them on. Now apparently this is sticky on the other side, and then when you've used it you can put them onto your acrylic blocks. I am going to have to go out and buy a bigger acrylic block, because I know for a fact mine isn't going to stick to that block, so because they're a bit big. But I didn't know that we can cut them down, and that is the idea but for the price you pay for them, I know you do get the dies with them. Money for value? No, not at all. Knowing that you've got to go out and buy extra stuff to get them to stick to your block, so you can't actually come home, have them delivered and use them. So for crafters like me that's not really used stuff like this and is a first, thumbs down for a Chanda for not explaining that this is how you need to do them. Obviously I did buy the can't get my words out, coordinating dies to go with them. Then I bought this die. It's a lovely one and I can't wait to use this to do bits of frames for albums. So I absolutely love this. Obviously you can do that bit, then stick that bit on and put your picture behind. So I can't wait to get my hands into that. But as a stamp, severe thumbs down. I did get some stamping paper the other day, but that was it. But as for the We Are Memory Keepers sealers, bag sealer, fuser, whatever they call it, love it. Just the downfall is you don't get nothing to keep your parts in, and if you're wanting to fuse and cut at the same time, you've got to wait 30 minutes to cut. I will be back in about 10 minutes. I'm going to do my album. Someone's nicking a glue gun from above my head for 5 minutes apparently. Good job I don't need it today. Oh, another thing I got told, when you're stamping up and you're stamping rubber stamps like that that are very fine and very intricate, I mean I paid £8.40 for this, is a Versamark Fine Black is the best one to use because apparently it's brilliant for fine inking. So there you go. Thank you very much. Goodbye.